It's Week 11 of the NFL, and we'll be watching the Huskies' sure-handed tight end. He's coming off a 109-yard game last week. It's the Huskies and the Shamrocks, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us north of the border in the historic French-Canadian city of Montreal, Quebec. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Dublin Shamrocks taking on the Huskies of Montreal. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Montreal club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Dubliners, they get a stern road test as they come into this one after losing in London a week ago.
Yeah.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of the team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra, next man up, since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
When you look at this defense, it's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a give, right side. Landry, agile footwork. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 42 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Colbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, yeah, if you've got the defense laying back, maybe that option works. But if you're coming hard on 3rd down,
it doesn't work because you force the hand of the quarterback and the runner too quickly. And most of the time, unsuccessfully.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
Do you almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. They'll run on first down. Ash. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Dalton. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. So Dalton now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
1st and 10 for Dalton. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Another chance for Dalton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 65 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Colbert. And he's got Booker. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now a handoff up the middle. Landry. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will find Scott on the right side complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Up the middle they go. Landry. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Breaks through the contact. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's another shot now for the Montreal offense. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. $10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down. To throw here, Dalton. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Dalton bootlegs out. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. Throwing, Dalton. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down. Passing, it's Dalton. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And for the second time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll bring him back within 4. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw left side, complete to Scott. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Looking to throw. Colbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. They'll try the left side. Landry. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Colbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken in at the 22. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Montreal offense ready to take over now. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion. to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
On second down now, Ash, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Under pressure, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. He'll take it at the 42. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On first down, Ash. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Ash, and they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Dalton. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So they bring out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a handoff up the middle. Landry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Off the play fake. Colbert. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's another shot now for the Montreal offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And Dalton to throw. And this is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Dublin's offense now set to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Up the middle they go. Landry, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now 3rd down and 7. Operating from the gun, Colbert. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's another shot now for the Montreal offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Third down from the gun, Dalton. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. That is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Dalton off play action. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. Andy Dalton. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That'll be caught. It's Scott. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, Colbert looking middle, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second down and 8. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Back to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have a first down and also well into field goal range, all the way down to the 15 here. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Colbert. That is incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. Here now a third down and 8. Looking to throw. Colbert. That is caught. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. They'll run on first down. Landry. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Off the play fake. Colbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Shamrocks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. So Dalton now. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Ash. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. Dalton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now third down and 6 to go. To throw here, Dalton. And that will be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
They run the counter. Landry.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun.
Colbert.
And he's got Booker. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Back to throw.
Colbert.
And he's going to have the hook up to Scott.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, my. You know that's one they so wanted to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
He's going to float this one deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
This will be fielded at the 17. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. Dublin's offense now set to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
To throw on second down, Colbert. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
To throw on third down, Colbert to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Landry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 147 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Looking to throw on second down. Colbert. Looking left side. That's caught by Landry. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. Off play action. Colbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Colbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Landry. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So out comes the field goal team once more. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And able to get this out to the 25. Now the Montreal offense ready to take over now. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Dalton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Dalton now to pass. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Play action now, Dalton. And he's got his man on the out route. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to it?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And his kick here is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Dublin's offense now set to take over. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Colbert. Throw left side, complete to Scott. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
At the 40-yard line.
Back to throw. Colbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Off play action. Colbert. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a first down again.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Colbert. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. A first down throw coming for Dalton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Passing, it's Dalton. Throws a quick hitter on the slant, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
And Dalton to throw. Caught by Allen. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
At the 33-yard line.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Dalton sets up play action.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Second down, Dalton. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Dalton.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Huskies are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On first down, Watkins, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Watkins, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Up the middle they go. It's Watkins, and now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 13, 1:50 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Dalton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now Dalton.
His throw incomplete.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Dublin, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they will head back home next week.
Meanwhile, for Montreal,
it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.